Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, and nothing we like better than reacting to videos that you sent us. We've been sent a video from Ryan Pineda, who's actually been on my show a couple of times out of the Vegas market. So, Mr. Millennial Mike, what do we got? What's the topic?
Yeah, so this one is whether the housing market is going to crash. So somebody tag you and me both in this video on Instagram. So again, if you want us to react to something, send it to me, email it to me, tag us in it, and I'll make sure that we get it uploaded. So in this video, Ryan Pineda, it's a little quick 1-minute clip. He's going to break down why he doesn't think that the real estate market is crashing, which is kind of consistent with what Mike's been saying. So we're going to watch this video and then get Mike's thoughts. Are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's why the real estate market's probably not going to crash, guys. Last year, I did a cash out refi on my home, and I got a 3.25% rate, and my payment is $4,600. Today, at say a 5.25, my payment would be $5,700. So it's $1,000 more. So for me as an investor and as a homeowner, right? If I were to sell this and try and go buy a primary, I'd be paying $1,000 more for the same price, and I'd have to move, deal with all the crap, fix this house up, and do different things. I don't really want to do that. It's easier to stay if I'm a primary owner. If I'm an investor, why would I sell this house now? You know, I've locked in this great rate. I may never see it again. I would just keep it in cash flow because it's such a good rate. In turn, by raising rates, we've actually limited supply even further because people are locked in to all of these amazing rates and deals they got in the last couple of years.
If you're ready to get off.
Yeah, so Mike, I swear to goodness, it sounds like Ryan Pineda has been watching your channel, because that was damn near word for word for word exactly what you've been saying for much longer than he has.
Yeah, it's fun to see huge channels like Ryan kind of reiterate what we've been talking about. Again, we talked about this 6-9 months ago. I've called it supply destruction. Others have called it interest rate lock-in. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's actually gotten worse, right? So in Ryan's video, he talked about $1,000 at 5.25 interest rate. It's now 7.25. So what we are going through is phase 2 of real estate crash in transactions. It started on September 15th. It will go at least till March 15th. And he's absolutely right. There's a lot of people that are going to stay put longer, right? The average person stays in a home 8 years. We're going to see that extend. This eventually will work itself out, but it'll be years down the line, right? There'll be multiple life events, right? A couple of kids, not one. You used to move when you had your first child. Now it's going to be the second child, right? So it's, yeah, supply destruction is no joke. We haven't seen supply destruction like this since 1981. The only reason I know that is I've gone back and studied the housing market back to 1970. And we've been here before. Unfortunately, most YouTube content creators weren't alive back then. So they don't appreciate that we've been here before. And yeah, housing transactions are going to crash 50% because of supply destruction. And not to mention demand destruction, right? I mean, it was terrible at 6. I had real estate agents talk about their markets being down 50% in June. It's going to get worse at 7. And oh, by the way, you add 7 and you add winter, which is a slow time. It's a real estate depression. So I agree with Ryan. I think supply destruction is underappreciated, talked about, and it's going to be why the crash channels are wrong. Because again, the only way you get a crash is when supply dwarfs and continually comes on, right? Now, without question, death, divorce, all that stuff happens, but it's not enough to really drive the market down, nationally speaking. Why is Phoenix in trouble? Well, because they have this stupid iBuyer programs that came in and distorted the market, and now they're losing money. Vegas, same reason. Boise, you had all these bagfuls of money from California go there, and now they're going somewhere else. So there will be markets that go down, some by double digits, no doubt, but nationally speaking, I just don't see it.
Right. I think it's Matt that likes to say nobody buys a house nationally. So
yeah,
you kind of have to pay attention to your home local market. I'd be curious for the followers of the channel, not only should they like the video, but you should leave down in the comment section below, like, what is your current interest rate? Did you take advantage of refinancing or something over the last couple of years? Because I have a feeling that if people are participating down in the comments, we're going to see a lot of 3s, 4s, maybe even a couple of 2s. And when you look at that sea of 3, 4s and some 2s, I don't think people are going to want to have to come back in a year or two if we ask this question again and type a 7 or an 8 or a 9. So I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, dude, I have apartments and office buildings at 3.99.
Oh man. Fixed too with Steve, right?
For 30 years. Fixed for
Yeah.
30 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fixed for 30 years. Dude, thank you very much for doing the shout out, Ryan Pineda. I like what you're doing, buddy. Keep it up. Keep having some fun. Thanks, buddy.